Xiao.
Thank you. My name is Yingxian Xiao. I have been with CBA for 30 years. I used to work in Georgetown and the Georgetown faculty of the Department of Pharmacology. I left Georgetown, retired from Georgetown 2016, went back to China, Shanghai and Hangzhou. We have a few operations in China right now. My training actually is pharmacology and focus on CNS drug development. Okay. I joined the first CBA annual meeting many 30 years ago, and I joined the CBA board in 1998, and so I'm still with CBA.
Let me ask, does anybody who cannot understand Chinese, please raise your hand? Wow. So can I speak in Chinese? Wow, you know, that's more efficient for me to deliver the message. Oh, sorry. I'll speak in English for sure. For you, for you only. But yes, I was number 9 president of CBA, right? Right? After Dajun, right? Yes, this is a great organization, and I'm very proud to serve this great organization for 30 years anniversary now. And but the time flies. I was a physician by training. I came to here because of the training in business coming here. CBA really helped not only the teams here, but also benefit my personally tremendously. I started to entrepreneur work because of CBA. My first funding came from CBA support, right? So with that funding support, with the CBA introduced to the funding sources, that company grew up today, 5,000 employees globally because of CBA, the start. After that, additional 5 companies organized and currently is running global operations for clinical CRO, for cell therapy CDMO, and also for anti-aging product development, non-invasive testing, and robot dealing with eye surgeries. And also along the way form a small investment arm. So I'll very be pleased to help everybody here, hopefully to achieve even larger success from my members. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ziping Wei. I was the president in 2014, 2015, more than 10 years ago. Yeah, I came to Maryland, started, I think, in 2003, joining a lot of CBA activities. I think CBA really let us benefit not only professionally, also personally. We really grow really together. The CBA's, entrepreneurship and also innovation really also inspired me. I went back to China, started Biopharmaceuticals, is the ADC company in 2017. So the company is already 7, 8 years old now. Yeah, it's really great to be here with everyone.
Everyone, I'm Song Wu. Comparing with quite my senior presidents, I'm relatively junior. I served the CBA since 2015. I think as that still in CBA, and both Dr. Xiao and Dr. Zhang already started their own business. And today, I'm still working as an employee, not start my own business yet. So, but and it's my great honor to share some humble insights and to discuss the innovative therapeutics with my senior pioneers. Thank you.
So as we all know, the core value of CBA is still based on the science. So we will start from the scientific question first. So from your experience, what specific breakthroughs or platform technologies do you believe will most transform therapeutic development in the next in the next decades? So for example, cell gene therapies, RNA targeted protein degradation, ADC, etc. So please share your thoughts.
Well, it's that's everyone's mind. What's the future, and where should we go? Let me start with a close door meeting in April in China, organized by a big consulting forum. So about 20 people attended from all the different training background. So the second one present the idea for the future of medicine. What he said is, whatever the medicine field go, it's only 50 years, because after that, it's all robots. They don't need a medicine. So it's got a laugh. But after the discussion, so the people think we got into a new era of the development of the therapeutics, which is all the new technology have 10 to 50 times speed compared with previously 30 years. So people focus on two different set of the things. One is so-called mechanism therapeutics. That's working on specific disease and specific technology related with the disease treatment. And another side is called tools. AI is the biggest one in the tools part. So I think in that meeting, eventually there is no formal conclusion or the things, and because it is a secret meeting, and provide the personal respect for the future, and but there is a kind of summary in the last day, in the afternoon. So that's basically said this: it's all the technologies, cell therapy, gene therapy, and protect, and all the new things right now. And so the conclusion, and most people agree, is they all have future, okay? But the one thing it's all the things mentioned, Angela mentioned, it's already very hot. It sucks all the oxygens from the investment community. So whatever you do, you need to have it in mind. Whatever you do, you have at least 10 to 20 other company is doing the same things. You need to get ahead, or you need to get out. So I think most people think cell therapy actually they think have a better chance to treat a lot of disease. And for the gene therapy part, because the up and down of the future, of the past 10 years, people have cautiously conclusions about the future, said it's still needed to be waiting and see what will happen to gene therapy. I think it's from my personal observation and thinking of the whole things, I think it's cell therapy have if you have not decided what you are going to go, cell therapy may be the future to go. Have the possibly higher possibility to be a success. However, you gotta need to be in mind, as I mentioned a moment ago. There is lots of people jumped in and globally, so you need to move fast, and you need to move smartly, and you need to be aware. Time is everything, right? Even you have the best cell therapy treatment for something, and if you are, let's see, 2 years behind or even 1 year behind, it's from the commercial point of view, you will be lost. So that's what I think.
I think my answer comes from the audience. Let me ask the audience a question. If you believe we can live up to 90 years old, please raise your hand. 90 years old, simple. Only 2, 3? My God, you guys are too pessimistic. What about 120? Only 2? 150? Great. It looked like the largest unmet demand is live longer, live better, live more beautifully, right? So I think because of the demand right here, and because such a demand will not be financed, will not be required financed by government insurance plan, I think that's give you the greatest futures, meaning anti-aging, not only anti-aging, but rather reversing your aging process. You live longer, become younger. That technology is emerging. As a matter of fact, one of my portfolio companies dealing with that, we already demonstrate in many animal models, including primates, to demonstrate such a sequence. So with that, I think this is going to be one very interesting area for you to consider, because not only deal with the human being, your pets, cosmetics, are independent of government insurance plan. So that's on my personal takes. Thank you.
Yeah, I think everyone want to live longer, and I think the new technology certainly will play its role. But I think it's not a one size fits all. I would think that we need different technologies, like a gene therapy or cell therapy, like ADC. They all have uniqueness, right? So we talk about we want to treat a patient precisely, right? So you want to diagnose the patient and what's the best medicine, what's the best fit for the person. You need to have a different tool. But then different technologies, it all runs its own up and down. So it needs time to get mature. For example, I do ADC a lot. Then in early days, people were excited by the concept, and then they realize it's not so pretty, right? So it's not like as you think. The clinical results, it's not what you really think. When I worked at MediMill, at that one time, they think the more toxic toxin should be better, right? You just need a little bit, can kill the tumor. But then they realized in clinical setting, it's too toxic. Then people now want to change to more moderate toxin. So it's a learning. You're learning from the clinical setting, learning from experience. I think the cell therapy, gene therapy, are those newer ones. It will definitely, we will learn more lesson. It will have a lot more advancement, give us a lot of, benefits in the future. Yeah.
I think in the next decade, it's not just one technology. It should be defined by convergence of multiple transformative technologies. With this technology mature and then synergize each other to unlock the entire the next paradigm in therapeutics. So for example, in vivo gene editing, I think it's already finished the POC study. Now it's just mature to move to the bigger area, especially with the advent of the targeted delivery system like AAV and the LNPs, and also and allogenic CAR-T and the in vivo CAR-T. I think that's the direction technology is maturing, and it's definitely will move the CAR-T from individual to off the shelf, and to make sure the cost-wise, it will be greatly reduced, and also will be broadly used to multiple patients. For the targeted protein degradation, I think we see some initial data, it's like at least for ER and PR protect moleculars, at least the benefit for a stable population. Not for all, I mean, technology still takes some time to mature. I guess about in next 5 to 10 years, we should be able to see in the both proteins and the molecular glue will become much mature to move beyond the small population to larger patient population. And in terms of the mRNA and the RNA editing, I think in the next probably 5 more years, we can see we'll move beyond the vaccine to more programmable medicine, and especially for cancer and autoimmune and neurodegeneration disease. And for others, I'm not very sure. AI right now it's just a tool to supporting like medicinal chemist, and also especially for the early chemistry work, you decode the protein structure very quickly. Then you can help the medicinal chemist to design the molecule what you want to make sure your drug-like property is when you move to next the downstream stage will be easily fit your originally targeted profile. And for the large molecular, I can see it widely used for the drug CMC developability analysis. But in terms of the structure-wise design, I think AI is not there yet. For clinical trial and also decode the biology, I think we still need some time to finish the loop. It will take about probably extra 3 to 5 years to let us know where is the AI going to help in the real drug discovery. That's my personal point of view. Thank you.
Thank you all for your thoughtful share. I do believe actually the area they just mentioned are involved, quickly under development with the evolving technology in the next decades. With more new technology, we may move forward much faster. But like Dr. Xiao just mentioned, no matter which area, we have to take quick action to grasp opportunity. And so next is talking about the global landscape and strategic expansion. So what are major challenges and opportunities for Chinese funded or cross-border biotechs to scale globally? Because currently we know lots of Chinese companies, they do have lots of new products, new targets developed, and they want to make it globally available. And however, lots of challenges they are facing. And could you please share this and see what we can do to support them? Start from Dr. Jiang, so we can.
All right. Since our CBA is kind of a unique organization where we bridge Pacific Ocean, U.S. and China. This is number 1, number 2 markets in the world, and the number 1 place for innovation, number 1 place for conducting clinical trial and manufacturing. So this is a unique combination, gives us a unique opportunity going global immediately. So the challenge, I don't think challenge is for U.S.-China relationship at all, but rather challenge is ourselves. Are you limit yourself, limit your imagination, limit your desireless to go global. Secondly, are you ready to take some risk, to take advantage current political situation to rather create something new? Because of the uncertainty here, your potential competitor also being scared off. It's actually the better time for you to do a startup. So that's my own take. The opportunities are also very obvious because US have, I think, the best regulatory system to cultivate innovative product in the world. Also, US give you pretty good reimbursement system and innovations. So it's a pace for you to get the best technology from US, run quickly initial manufacturing clinical trial in China, and return back to US to cash out. So such a process is happening. And the CBA members should all take advantage of that. If you do not do that, your own stupidity is limits yourself, not because CBA did not offer such opportunity. Sorry.
Yeah, I think speaking of growth, we definitely want to utilize the strengths of both the East and the West, right? What's strong in, like a Western world in US, what's strong in China, then that's unit, get all the, their strengths together so we can grow faster. I think that's the basics of all the, why there's so many Chinese companies, they are growing rapidly. I can see that from recent years, especially when the funding, getting really challenging. So there are different ways, how to go globally, right? So people actually promoting more like a BD, licensing. It doesn't matter if it's the licensing or co-development. Basically, you want to have partnership, collaboration. Really, you can look at what your own strength is and what's missing, right? You don't have maybe infrastructure in US and in global setting, then how you can reach out to those regions. Then also recently there are a lot of new code showing up, right? So it's all based on the current situation, and everything just evolved, really a lot of Chinese companies, they have a lot of licensing deals, the co-development, a lot of new code, people seeing those happening. This all make all those companies go, internationally, go global, faster growth.
Thanks, Pin. I first talk about the opportunity. I think now everyone can see the greater innovation momentum from China. I think it's greater hugely benefit from the China's scientific talent support and also hardworking Chinese to drive really early discovery projects very, very quickly. Even in the early discovery and clinicals, this is really amazing. It's called China's speed of the drug discovery. Nowadays, it's already, just as Zipi mentioned, approved by so many nations out deals from China. And nowadays, if you see any signal from like late stage preclinical, you just publish the patent. I think Chinese biotech and pharma companies can quickly pick up, maybe within a year, you can already overtake the original molecule. Become another quite a few BIC show up in the market or in clinic already. So another thing is like if you just talk about the cross board founders and leaderships like Dr. Zhang, Dr. Wei, and Dr. Xiao have done in the past few years, I think if you start company whether in China or in the US, the good things for the Chinese American Chinese, you can do business in both sides, and pretty much at least in culture-wise, there's no gap or no difference. So that's bringing us another challenge. So in terms of the challenge, you can talk about first is regulatory divergence. So what I can see is like for nowadays, the regulatory divergence looks like the gap become bigger and bigger. It's not like 10 years ago, we look at it, we hope like the divergence becomes small. I think I don't know what's really happened in the past 5 to 10 years. At least look at the drug approval. You can see the standard therapy, even like in oncology and non-oncology, you can see it's become slightly different for drug approval. So this makes, especially for the China biotechs, it's harder. You make you have finished the trial in China, your clinical trial data credibility will become a risk to convince the overseas regulatory authority. So that's what I want to share. Thank you.
The challenges, there are lots of challenges facing the industry and the field. But I think the most important and significant challenge is not actually ourselves in the industry, because technology, scientific research is the best shape I ever known. And technology development, it's much easier and better and faster than previously. So industry inside is lots of challenge, but it's not the most important one. Most important one is from public and the governments. So for example, China, in last 25 years, the Chinese government basically moved from only cover 150 million people health insurance to one way or another cover all 1.4 billion people with the government support. But the fund for this coverage is very limited. And so that's why in last several years, they have that collective buying of using government buying power to lower down the drug price. That's give whole industry a huge pain. So in US, it's the same thing. And you see the Congress recently and also administration doing the things is low down the price. It's good, low down the price for the customer, for the patients is wonderful. However, for the industry, there is a downside of the things. But these things we cannot change very much, but we have to bear in mind when you do your development plan, you need to take it in consideration. For example, we see, why a moment ago I said the gene therapy thing. In that closed door discussion in April, quite a few people talking about the price of gene therapy. And basically, for many patients, it's just, you cannot afford that price. Government is the same, you know. And one of the participants from that meeting is from actually government agency paying the bills. He basically said, you know, one approved gene therapy in China, one dose, one treatment is cost 9,000 people. The whole year, government can support the health insurance. So if that is the case, it's basically that gene therapy is no future in China. It's the very similar things in here. So when you have your development plan, you got to think about there is limited funding for the whole things. You need to get a piece of that funding, right? If you got it's too expensive, it's just go nowhere. Okay, that's the things I think the challenge is.
Thank you. As you all mentioned, many challenges we are facing, particularly for the innovators. And due to the time limitation, well, I will ask you the last question. Currently is the AI stage. We know lots of AI has been applied to the whole life cycle of drug development. So in under current situation, so if you were to advise for the new therapeutic innovators, what would you tell them to prioritize to become more successful?
Okay, I think AI is getting a lot more application, especially in the drug development field. I can see people use it for drug design, even drug development, try to see how you can get a cell line sooner, right? Get everything developed sooner. Also AI help the clinical trial design. But I think all this will take time because AI, as you know, no matter which application you want to use, you have to build a model. You feed a lot of information into that model. So still in current days, I think still your thinking, what do you know about it really determines that how fast, what you can get out from it. It's a powerful tool, I think, but it still need a lot more development. So for our small company like biotech, I think we try to apply as it fits in multiple area, right? It's not just the drug development area, the other, like operation and all that, whichever area we can use. But still, I think it has a lot of promise. It does require a lot of work.
I think nowadays AI definitely create not a venue for drug discovery, but when integrated to the expert workflow, I mean, it's not just, you cannot consider AI as a technology. You say it can replace medicinal chemists or replace physicians. I don't think so. It's still far away from that. So we cannot say AI can replace medicinal chemists. Right now, it's just I think it's a supporting tool. In terms of clinical trial, it's just can maybe help you to optimize the clinical trial, but still need not of the domain knowledge to use it. So for just Dr. Wei mentioned, for biotech and biopharma, I think it should have a different strategy to use AI in their actual research. So for pharma, I think you have not a fund available, so you can embed the AI as your auto workflow. So you can build the integrated team with your expert and with the AI engineering. So you can develop the AI agent to regularly help you to increase the work efficiency. And also in many workflow, like from preclinical to clinical, many fields like preclinical, I just mentioned, you can use it as for the drug design, to support your drug design, and also to optimize your CMC process. For clinical, it can help you to, like the clinical data, it can help you quickly finish the QC, and also to write the initial protocol, and also can help you to enroll the right patient in clinical as well. But this just provides the support. It's not say you can replace certain job positions in the pharmaceutical company. It's not there yet. I think for biotech, it's more like a collaborative way. So you have to work with certain company because you don't have enough funds to build your team. So, but another way you can choose to work with certain company to collaborate with some company to make sure you get a chance to access some AI agent or AI tools to improve to increase your drug development process. Thank you.
Well, AI is everything. That's what people are seeing from 2 years ago, ChatGPT. And I think it's a very powerful tool for everything, but it's not really everything. So for example, my focus research is small molecule drugs for CNS diseases, specifically for Alzheimer's disease. In early years, and I remember I had an NIH grant, U19 grant, $5 million, 5 years, for a whole bunch of small molecules. So the NIH that time is just started a database called DRY. Okay, is that all right? Okay, and that time it's they have a dry screening of the small molecule things. In the beginning, I don't believe it. I didn't believe it. I said it's nonsense. You can't use that computer to replace all the research needed, but it did. And I sent something like the 65 compounds to that program. 1 week later, they returned. They specifically exclude 49 from the list because all the different possibilities for the toxic and other things. So I just didn't believe it. I picked 3, run an animal test. It's really true. All the 3 have very significant toxic things. So from that time, I think it's, big data, database screening, later AI. I think it's 2019 when I started the investment fund for a group of Chinese companies and also governments. We are looking all 3 AI drug development companies in the US, the best 3. We went to each of them. That time it's really just started the AI drug development. So I think it's a conclusion our team got, is we needed to get involved in collaboration with this company. But when we have the proposal to the board, we got rejected. So that's too far away. And it's maybe 10 years, 20 years, it will pan out. So we did not do it. One of the company we looked, that company right now is 15 billion company right now. So we lost that opportunity for investment, especially in the last 2-3 years. You can see China, US, is the leaders of the whole field. And I think AI will change everything all of us here are doing routinely. And we need to get into this. And if we don't get in, use this powerful tool for your work, 2-3 years, you are out of the field. That's what I think. AI is very important.
Wow, my colleague here, too serious on AI. I have different view on AI. If AI can make you, can allow your team and yourself make some money out of it, yes, let's do it. If AI make you lost money, forget about it. Simple like that. We are entrepreneurs. All right. So how can you use AI and make money immediately? Let me give you some hints on that. I actually have in China, we just label as AI research. We've got a lot of government funding. So currently, it's very difficult for you to get money to do an innovative R&D for biologics. But if you label as an AI, yes, very easy to get funding, lot of fundings. So let's embrace AI. for that purpose, the first steps. Secondly, when AI really can make impact to decision-making process from preclinical to clinical, clinical to NDA, BLA, and marketing in the future, really see the quality of data. AI can only work if the quality of data support the learning process. The best quality of data from US FDA, from Chinese NMPA, if these agencies refuse to open the highest quality data, AI application, new drug, I forgot about it. I will not take a serious look on that. All right. China and US have a lot of high quality data, not in consumer space, but rather in health insurance company. Can they lower the cost, allow the AI to learn from that? That will give a critical moment. You have to embrace that seriously. So whatever good or bad, let's get some money first. Thank you.
Very practical. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, as we can tell, AI really can accelerate drug development. However, it does have limitations. And currently, just last week, I think FDA released the guidance, right, using AI for the regulatory review. And let us see, because we also hear different opinions. Yeah, let time tell us the truth. So, okay, in conclusion, thank you all for sharing your insightful opinion. And we'd like to, on behalf of CBA, we'd like to present the outstanding, Brilliant Achievement Award for contribution to science to our 4 former presidents. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Wei, Dr. Weiss, and Dr. Jiang. So, yes. Yeah, we'd like to invite, where's Qi? Dajun. Oh, okay. We have another former president. Yeah. Dr. Dajun Yang. I think many of you know him already, right? Okay. Okay. Qi and Yo, where are they? Yeah, let us have a group picture. Oh, 我们新的这是。没事的，我跟你讲。别吵了。我们有摄影师。我跟你张老师。有这边摄影师。你看这赶紧走了。少年。别，你们那边，我在这儿。那边。我在这儿，在这儿。那好吧。这我跟你在这儿，我跟您站一边。
李优，快！来！我在上面听他们报告的。
呀
，OK， 好，不要打的时间就。
对。
Okay.
Thank you. Now it's the lunch time, and we have the lunch box. No, stay here. The most exciting time. Lucky draw, the gifts. Yeah, we have